Hey there, it's Desiree Stafford. Super excited to be here with you today. I'm talking about a topic that is pretty important. Typically, I attract clients who are coaches, consultants, mentors, experts, who are already selling, anywhere from like $1,000 to a $5,000 program. And they're wanting to charge more. Sometimes they're already even charging even at the $20,000 level, and they're wanting to get to the next level, but not understanding how to do that because they're struggling to sell their current high-end programs. And so what I decided to do today is share with you 5 things that you need to focus on if you want to be able to sell more consistently. Hey, Monica, how are you? Hey, is it Jamira? How are you? I also, before I get into the actual content, if you know someone who will benefit from watching this video, please tag them or share the video. I also want to share with you something that I want you guys to avoid, because I actually read an email today from a very popular marketer who was promoting someone else's service and talking about the fact that they don't believe that many clients can, or many coaches can get $100,000 clients. And I teach my clients how to sell at the $10,000 to $100,000 level. So I personally know that it's possible, and I've done it myself. So I'm saying that to say that be careful of what you hear in the marketplace, because oftentimes people are projecting their own fears and their own doubts out into the marketplace, and you can pick up on that. So be very mindful of who you listen to and what you allow to become a belief of yours. Now, let me get into the training, because I really want you guys to understand whatever you're charging right now, if you're happy with those fees and you just want to be able to attract more clients to pay those fees, or if you want to charge at a higher level, please know that it's possible. There are people out there charging $1 million for coaching, okay? So if people can charge $1 million and you can charge 100,000, 50,000, 30,000, 20,000, 10,000, or 5,000, whatever that number is for you, okay? All right, so let's get into it. The first thing that you need in order to be able to sell your higher end programs more consistently is you have to have the self-worth in order to receive more money. This is a big deal. You cannot bypass this. You cannot have the same level of worth within yourself and think that you're going to be able to receive more money if you are subconsciously resisting it, right? So you have to work on, raising your sense of worth, your sense of value. Please do not attach your value, your worth, to the results your clients get, to the results you get. Don't attach your worth to anything, all right? That is probably one of the biggest takeaways you can get from this. Do not attach your worth to anything, your personal worth, all right? Because if you do, you will have a hard time receiving at a higher level. So that's the first place to look. If you're not selling high-end programs consistently, or if you've tried to sell them before and maybe reduced your fees because people said they couldn't afford it, the first place you want to look is, your sense of worth. Are you able to receive at a higher level? All right. If not, go to work on that. Second thing is you have to have the confidence to deliver at a higher level. So this is a thing that trips a lot of people up. And so they will get stuck in the, fear that, well, I don't know if I can deliver at a higher level because I've had a client who didn't get results in the past, right? There are so many reasons why a previous client may not have gotten results. And oftentimes we will look at the one client out of like 50 who didn't get results, right? Everyone else got great results, one didn't, and that's where we tend to place our focus, right? The fact that one client or 2 clients or maybe 3 clients didn't get results does not have anything to do with your ability to deliver, right? So you need to really understand that. Because oftentimes, well, let me just put it this way, when you work with a client, it's a partnership, right? Hey, Anthony, how are you? Hey, Stephanie, how are you? When you're working, hey, Sasu, how are you? When you're working with a client, it is a partnership, right? So you need to create the conditions for the client to get the best results. So you have to provide, amazing value to them, and insight and guidance and support. And the client also needs to show up mentally, spiritually, and emotionally ready to get the results, right? If they do not, you have to ask yourself, why did you sign that client? And if you did sign that client, is there a way that you could, or after you sign that client, what is the way that you could help that client get the best results? Sometimes you can't, right? And in that case, my advice is actually to release the client. If you know that a client is not, up to the level of performing in your program, I would actually release the client. I've done that in the past, because you really want to have a high success rate, so that people feel confident stepping into your programs that they're going to get the results that they came to get from you, right? Or from working with you. But you have to have the confidence to deliver at a higher level. Don't again, what I said before about the self-worth, don't attach your sense of worth to the client's results, and don't think that if a client didn't get results in the past, that it means you can't deliver at a higher level. Another thing I want you to consider is, you know, when I said that a client has to be mentally, spiritually, and emotionally ready, what I'm also saying there is that sometimes if you are working with a client that you know you've outgrown, a client who is just not able to receive what you have to offer, they will not get results, right? So don't allow that to stop you from thinking that you can't charge a higher fee. Perhaps you need to work with a higher level client, all right? All right, the third thing is you need to understand the value in your offer, okay? I have to stress that, because oftentimes, you know, people want to just, you know, slap a zero onto the end of the price tag and think that's going to be able to sell the program. It's not. Especially if you're someone who values integrity and you want to be able to know that, you know, people are getting what they're paying for, right? Then you have to truly understand the value that your program offers. You have to understand the specific results clients will get, and then also the benefits of those results, right? When you understand that, you should be able to stand very confident in your fee, and so you won't get a lot of pushback on your fee, all right? The fourth thing is you need, like I mentioned before, the right clients, right? You need to be working with clients, number one, who are value conscious versus price conscious. You also need to understand why that client, you know, is best served by going through your program. What is the pain that they're in right now? And what is the cost of them staying there? Meaning, what is the cost of them not getting the help through working with you in this particular program? If you understand that, right, you're golden. But you have to understand that most of the time people are, you know, focused on solving problems that are not real pain points. And that is why the clients are not seeing the value in it, right? The last thing is you need skills. Oftentimes you already have the skills that you need, but you need to tweak, you need to up-level your skills so that you can attract the right clients consistently, and so that you can close them, or better yet, have them close themselves in your programs, right? Have them sell themselves into your programs. So those are the 5 things that you need in order to be able to sell higher end programs consistently, all right? I'm gonna do a really quick recap, and then I'm gonna open up for any questions. Hey Beth, how are you? Hey Cherie, how are you? If anyone has any, okay? All right, so first thing I said is that you need to have the self-worth to receive at a higher level, to receive more cash. You also need to have the confidence to deliver at a higher level. You also need to understand the value in your offer. What are the results and the benefits of those results that clients are gonna get? You also need to know who the right clients are for your programs. Who do you work best with? Who will get the best results as a result of being in the program with you? And then 5, you have to master the skills in order to be able to sell higher end programs consistently. So that means you have to have the skills of attracting the right leads consistently, and you also have to have the skills to allow clients to sell themselves into your program, all right? So does anyone have any questions about what I've shared so far? Ladies and gentlemen, someone has to have a question because I ran through this stuff kind of quickly. So questions, if you have them, throw them at me. And I think I'm sweating. I'm drinking coffee, tea on a hot as fuck day. So I'm sweating a little bit. Does anyone have questions? Okay, so in the meantime, while you guys are formulating your questions, let me go back to what I said earlier about being able to command higher end fees. I have, and I help, like I have myself personally, and I help my clients also, you know, charge anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000, right? And there are people in this marketplace who don't believe that it's possible for them, or they don't believe that there are going to be clients out there who can afford that. And so, you know, they suffer in silence. They end up undercharging and overworking themselves for a really long time, and then wonder why they get burnt out, why they're not, you know, experiencing the level of success that they desire, that they're not able to live the lifestyle that they desire, that they're not able to create the level of impact that they desire. And so if you are struggling with any of that, this is an opportunity for you to ask me questions so I can help you figure out how to get out of that spot, right? I've given 5 things that you can focus on in order for you to be able to sell your higher end programs consistently. But obviously what I'm sharing here is high level, right? So there may be more specific questions that you have, or some nuances that I might be able to help you understand that can help you get the results that you're looking for. So I would advise you to ask me questions if you have any at this point, because people pay me a pretty penny in order to get this kind of access to me and support. So I'm going to ask again if you have any questions. If not, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to let you guys digest what I've shared, and really think about what are the areas that you need to focus on in terms of developing yourself more so that you can get the results that you want. Because whatever the fee is, it is possible for you to attract clients who are going to be able to pay those fees. There are billions of people in the world, right? Just because you've attracted a handful of clients who couldn't afford it means nothing, right? That actually happened in the past. There's a whole host of possibilities that are still available to you if you're open to that, right? So let me go over what I shared with you really briefly again. Number one, you need the self-worth in order to be able to receive higher fees. You need to have the confidence to deliver at a higher level. You need to understand the value of your offer. So you have to understand the results, so that specific outcomes that clients get and the benefits of those results. You also need to make sure that you are focused on calling in the right client, because not every client is going to value what you have to offer. Even if what you have to offer is $1 million, result, not every client's going to get that. If a client is, at a $1,000 level, right, meaning in their mindset, in terms of where they are mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, doesn't matter how much value you pour onto that person, they're not going to be able to receive it. So it's very important that you understand who the right clients are for you, as well as you have to make sure that you up-level your skills so that you can attract those perfect clients for you consistently, as well as know how to, really create the space for those clients to sell themselves into your program, okay? I'm so not into convincing people or begging people to join a program, right? And you certainly do not have to do that at the higher level. When you have all of these things working for you, then people literally will sell themselves into your program. It's so much easier than most people think. I in fact think that the sales process is the easiest part of all of this stuff, because everything else, it's like undoing a lot of conditioning that you've had, right? Conditioning around your sense of worth, conditioning around, clients and their results and your attachment to those results and what you think that means to your value. Like all of those things, you have to break the patterns of thought and feeling that keep you stuck there, right? To me, that's the harder work that you have to do. But when it comes to sales, that shit's easy. If you know how to do it right, clients will literally not only sell themselves into your program, but then thank you for the sales and get amazing results, all right? So I hope you guys have gotten some value from this video. If you have, I invite you to like, comment, and share it. And if you want some more personal support on creating higher end programs, being able to market those programs, be able to have clients sell themselves into those programs, please reach out to me, because I have a intimate group program that I have that's starting in 2 weeks, and I'd love to have you join us if it's a fit. So reach out to me, send me a private message if that's something of interest to you. And until we speak, I hope you guys are up to big, bold things in your life and in your business. Take care.